Hey there, fans of Nostalgic TV. My name is Dave Sundstrom, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about music, movies, and mostly television from decades gone by. You know the good stuff. Today I'm taking a look back at the extraordinary talent of one Mr. Rene Auberjonois. From his early days in theater to his iconic roles in film and television, Rene's legacy continues to inspire countless actors and fans worldwide. Join me as I take a look back at his life, career, and the impact he left on the world of entertainment. Rene was born on June 1st, 1940 in New York City. Coming from a family with artistic inclinations, it's no wonder that his passion for the arts ignited at an early age. Growing up in a nurturing environment, he developed a deep love for acting and the theater. Rene's career on stage has been nothing short of remarkable. He was a prominent member of the American Shakespeare Theater in the 1960s, where he honed his craft and earned accolades for his Shakespearean performances. In 1970, he won a Tony Award for his portrayal of Sebastian Bach in Coco. Despite Rene's success, no one could seem to pronounce his name right, and for a brief moment in time, he seriously considered just being known as Rene Aubert. However, no one could pronounce that right either, and so he ultimately just threw his arms in the air and said, "People, you're gonna have to learn how to pronounce my name. It's Rene Auberjonois." Beyond theater, Rene made a lasting impact on both the big and small screens. He gained widespread recognition for his role as Father Mulcahy in the satirical black comedy film MASH. When the producers of the television version of MASH began making their casting decisions, they approached Rene. They were that impressed with his version of Father Mulcahy that they wanted him to continue to do it on the small screen. However, at this point in Rene's career, he wasn't quite ready to commit to a weekly television series. So he made the difficult decision to pass on that opportunity. I think the first time that I really took notice of Rene was when he landed the role of Clayton Endicott III on Benson, the classic TV sitcom that was a spin-off from Soap and ran for 7 seasons on ABC. Rene joined the show at the beginning of its 2nd season, and I have to say, he somehow managed to make his character, which was quite snobbish, somewhat likable. Little known fact about Benson: during the 2nd season of the show, comedian Jerry Seinfeld showed up in a handful of episodes playing a character named Frankie, who was a delivery boy. And get this, also an unsuccessful comedian. Okay, let's get back to Rene. I say that I first took notice of him in Benson, but that is not where I was initially exposed to his talent. You see, growing up I had an amazing record album called Spider-Man from Beyond the Grave. It mixed a classic Marvel Spider-Man story with some really wonderful 70s pop rock songs, and wouldn't you know it, the voice of Peter Parker was played by none other than Rene. There's a video here on YouTube of the entire album. I'll post a link to it in the description section of this video. You really should check it out. I truly believe that his most iconic and beloved role came in the 90s when he portrayed the shape-shifting Constable Odo in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Rene's nuanced and deeply human portrayal of this complex character earned him legions of fans within the science fiction community and beyond. Rene followed up Deep Space Nine with multiple guest appearances on many of my favorite TV shows, including some tremendous voice work on Batman the Animated Series, where he played Dr. March, a scientist whose work leads to the creation of the Man-Bat. Rene also was one of only 5 actors who have appeared in both Batman the Animated Series and one of the live-action films where he played the head psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum, Dr. Burton. In 2004, Rene was cast as Paul Lewiston, a managing partner of the law firm Crane, Poole & Smith in the ABC television drama Boston Legal. Yep, Shatner and Auberjonois, 2 Star Trek vets working together. You gotta love it. What really set Rene apart was his extraordinary range as an actor. He seamlessly transitioned from comedy to drama, from stage to screen, and from supporting roles to lead characters. His ability to embody diverse characters with depth and authenticity showcased his mastery of the craft. Beyond his artistic accomplishments, Rene was also known for his philanthropic efforts. He passionately supported numerous charitable causes throughout his life, using his platform to make a positive impact on the world. Additionally, Rene found ways to give back to the creative community as well. In 2014, he volunteered to be part of the advisory board of the Sci-Fest LA, a science fiction festival held in May of that year. And of course, Rene would attend the comic conventions. It seemed like he really enjoyed connecting with fans in that particular setting. Although Rene passed away from lung cancer that had spread to his brain in 2019, one of his final acting gigs was to once again play Odo in 2018 in Star Trek Online. I have to believe that Rene took extra delight in playing that beloved character one more time. Although he has now journeyed to the great beyond, his legacy is guaranteed to live long and prosper through his timeless performances and the inspiration that he provided to aspiring actors everywhere. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to these fine people who have stepped up and become supporting members of the channel. They've had a chance to preview this video for a couple of days now. Here are just a handful of the comments that they have left. Music Girl 67, aka Ms. Elizabeth, says that she remembers seeing Rene on a Season 2 episode of The Bionic Woman titled The Dijon Caper, and around the same time in a few episodes of Rhoda, where he played a doctor. Channel member John Collins says that he didn't remember until watching this presentation about how varied and unique Rene's career was. Even though he was very young at the time, John still remembers Rene's scene-stealing performances in the series Benson. And he never connected the dots between Benson and anything involved with Star Trek. Channel members Mama Pinks, Angela McArdle, and Thrash Pondo Pons all remember Rene best for his work on Benson. And channel member Tracy Roth Myers says, to be honest, I didn't realize it was the same guy who was in MASH. Hey, thank you so much for the comments, folks. Truly appreciate them, and I look forward to seeing everybody's comments now that the video has been published for all to see. Thanks again. The Friendly TV streaming service recently added MeTV to their channel lineup. And you know what? They didn't stop there. They've also got Heroes and Icons, better known as H&I. Right now, Friendly TV has 9 channels that are dedicated to playing classic TV shows and movies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you know what? There's more on the way. The really cool thing is that between all of these channels, it's pretty darn easy to find most of the TV shows that we all loved when we were growing up. And have I mentioned that you get all this for just $6.99 a month? Quite frankly, if MeTV had a streaming service of its own, I'd be willing to pay that price.